So we are back with a new Pokemon Random Battle and we are starting off with Ledian against Dodrio. So not a very good start for me, and also my team doesn't fare too well against the Dodrio. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. We at least have quick attack, so I hope it's the substitute flail set. Of course it's the choice band set according to the damage. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for me. So it's first Mon is already very strong against my team. And he opts to stay in, so at least I get some damage off with the Kangaskhan. And now I have to think what I want to do. So I do not want any of my other mons getting hurt badly. And it also was a crit, so it was a good decision. I will just check how the damage is, but I'm pretty sure my Murkrow will deal with it. I also think the Murkrow was choice banded, so the Drill Peck does at least 72. Okay, that's good damage. So, or do I want to bring in the Typhlosion? I could also bring in the Forehead. It's my physical attacker. I think my first idea is decent and I bring in the Murkrow. So maybe I can hit anything coming in or just defeat his current mon. So we at least managed to deal with the Dodrio so far. So let's see what other mons he has in store for us. So my opponent is Tradicky and he has the Watson avatar. So Watson is a very nice gym leader. So if you have any challenge runs, or for many people playing Generation 3, he was like a very difficult gym leader. He brings in the Solrock. I'm expecting a Rock Slide. I do not have any good switch-ins against that either, so I'm just gonna bring in Ludicolo and hope that he isn't choice banded. It seems he's choice banded because that's a lot of damage. And yeah, that's not too good. So yeah, choice banded, he deals between 46 and 55%. So he has a 70% to 2-hit KO me. That's unfortunate. How much deals my Surf? It deals... it could one-shot. And we are speed tied, so I am gonna press the Surf. Okay, I also was thinking about setting up the Rain Dance. But yeah, now we are dealing with the Clefable. Clefable usually just uses special moves, but it can have Thunder Wave, which is annoying. I do not want any of my quick Pokemon get paralyzed. But it shouldn't deal too much damage to the Ludicolo. I'm just gonna press the Rain Dance now. He goes for the Toxic, okay. So now my Surf at least will deal a bit more damage. He hits the Toxic, alright. So let's see what he's up to. So if he has a stall set, that would be very annoying. So let's hope he doesn't have Soft Boiled, or he gets killed by the Surf. Alright, he got killed by the Surf, at least that. I kinda have to sack Ludicolo now, I guess, because it's very risky with Solrock. So if he brings in Pokemon, which Ludicolo can at least deal somewhat decently, I should stay in. He brings in his Rain Dance Sweeper, which is Kingdra. And I do not have a good matchup against the Kingdra once again. So I think I might even wanna stay in and press the Ice Beam, because I might be able to survive depending on what he does. I am gonna press Ice Beam. He's quicker than me and my berry of course doesn't activate. Or it activates too late basically because he outspeeds. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. Also the rain ends now. So I guess my best option actually is the Forehead. But the rain... Oh no, we have another turn of rain, so... Let's see how much damage he deals. Okay, he can't one-shot the Forehead at least. So, yeah, I get taken pretty low. He activates his berry, but now I should outspeed, except maybe he swaps into the Solrock, which he could do. I guess I would have done it, because I'm now locked into a physical move. He has another one which resists the normal move, which is Jirachi with the steel typing, so that's also a bit annoying. So I am gonna bring in Typhlosion. At least Jirachi... okay, it could paralyze with Body Slam. Let's just see what it's up to. So it sets up with the Calm Minds. Okay. Let's just see if he wants to 1v1 me. Okay. He stays in. Yeah, that's a bit optimistic, thinking that the Jirachi can win against the Typhlosion, so I will just defeat the Jirachi. I would have preserved it, or at least tried to preserve it, because Jirachi is quite the good Pokemon for him in this battle. So let's see. He brings in the Primeape. My Typhlosion actually deals with the Primeape the best, so I think it's... Oh my god, he outspeeds. What? I actually thought... Yeah, I forgot that Primeape is so quick. He is 4 speed quicker than me. Alright, yeah, that was a misplay on my part. God damn. But let's just see. If I bring in the Ledian and he has the Primeape, it shouldn't have Choice Band as far as I know. What will the Rock Slide deal? It will have a 75% chance to defeat the Ledian. Okay. Because I am considering just going for the Silver Wind, but I am gonna bring in the Murkrow now. So let's just see. Wherever Murkrow, I have the Double Edge as well, but I think I will need the Drill Peck usually. Because if he swaps into the Soul Rock, I am kinda done. Okay, Furret is also slower than the Primeape, and I think its Quick Attack even with Choice Band won't... not certainly... it cannot certainly kill it. So it kinda depends on what he does now. Otherwise his Rock Slide can't kill me either, and my Shadow Ball might do it. As I'm gonna press the Shadow Ball. I'm afraid of the Soul Rock. Okay, he brings in Kingdra. So he basically decided to sack. Now I also can't Calc anymore because I took so much time so far, but at least I know the damage ranges now. So he brings in the Primeape back in. And now I can just... should I go for it? What is the best action here now is the question. What is the best action here? So I bring in the Ledian. Let's see, I would have died to the damage, okay. So I'm gonna just press Drill Peck now. I hope he... Yeah, okay. He predicts me to stay in and press the Shadow Ball. So I predicted his prediction and went for the Drill Peck. So far so good. So let's just see who will deal more damage. 306. So Murkrow is my stronger attacker. So I will bet on Murkrow. I do not have the time to Calc, so I just hope the Shadow Ball is enough. It is not enough, okay. Yeah, okay, so his Rock Slide finishes me, so that was unfortunate. Let's just think, if we went with the Drill Peck against the Soul Rock, we would have done between 24 and 29, and if we then went with the Forehead and the Shadow Ball, it would have been between 55 and 65%, so yeah, even if I went with the Drill Peck for the, of the Murkrow and then with the Shadow Ball with the Forehead, it wouldn't have been enough. So yeah, was a close game, GG. Yeah, and let's hope we can take a win in the next battle, and we will see each other in the next random battle. See ya! So we are back with a new Pokemon Random Battle Generation 3, and we are starting off with Sunflora against Dodrio. And that's quite the unfortunate start for us, but fortunately we have an Electrode. Dodrio might be able to just substitute if it has the Flail set, but Still, I think Electrode is my best switch in, so let's hope he goes for Drill Peck. He does, and he gets paralyzed by the static, so that's very nice for us. Also, it seems to be Choice Band, since it did quite a lot of damage. So yeah, now he is paralyzed, so my Pokemon are able to outrun it, which is very good for me. And we will try to Toxic the Lickitung. It might have Heal Bell, so that's a bit unfortunate. It goes for the Wish, okay. So every damage I deal now will not have too much of an effect to it, honestly. So I am considering maybe swapping, but still I have the Substitute up and I can take advantage of the leftover heal. So I will just press T-Bolt, maybe hoping for a crit. Unfortunately, I didn't get one. And it actually has the Heal Bell, so Lickitung is actually quite the counter to me. So I am gonna press Toxic again. It keeps wishing, okay. It only has 8 Heal Bells in total, so if it just tries Heal Belling now, then we can drain its PP, but unfortunately we have the issue that Dodrio is no longer paralyzed, which would have been very good for us. So I am thinking I am gonna bring in the Ariados. And now I could hit the Lickitung decently hard. Let's just see if Dodrio can one-shot the Ariados. I think it will, unfortunately. Oh no, okay, it's a range. Because in this case, the Drill Peck is a range, even with the Choice Band. So I could just Spider Web, forcing it to stay in and then Baton Pass, but Lickitung actually decides to just stay in. So now I can just take care of the Lickitung instead. If I'm able to win the one-on-one. Depends if it has the Protect as well. But it doesn't seem to have it, at least it just goes for the Seismic Toss. My Sludge Bomb, let's just check how the damage range is, because right now it deals between 35 and 41%. So the odds are not exactly in my favor. So I am considering preserving the Ariados. So let's just see how much will Octillery do. Octillery can deal at least... why shouldn't it have Surf? The question. So Surf deals a bit less, okay. It's okay, then in this case I just take the risk with Ariados. It was the right call, alright. Because even if he survived and took care of Ariados, his Lickitung is basically dead. So my next mon can just come in and deal with it. So my opponent also has the Espeon. I would have brought in the Dodrio, I guess, and maybe gone in for an HP round, predicting the Electrode switch. Espeon makes me think he might try to set up with Calm Mind. Maybe expects me to switch. So I do not have too good of an answer against the Espeon. So I will just press the Signal Beam now. It goes for the Substitute, alright. So it actually considers just setting up, I guess. So now he will just Psychic my Ariados at this point, which is fine. So Ariados did its job, it took care of the Lickitung. And since I do not have a great answer to Espeon, I will just send an Electrode. So Electrode is really doing some work here, and I am gonna press the Toxic. Synchronize will also poison me. At least it will not be the toxic damage. But yeah, Espeon goes for the Substitute now. And now my Espeon should be able to wall it decently. It shouldn't have any recovery regarding status, so at most it should have Morning Sun. So I am just gonna press Calm Mind as well. Oh, so that's interesting. So he brings in the Ledian. So let's just check how much damage we do, because Ledian is very bulky on the special side. So I guess, yeah, we can't even two-shot. So even with the Calm Mind boost, so that's pretty insane, honestly. So in this case, we actually should swap now. The question is to what we should swap. So I'm just gonna bring in the Electrode for the pressure and hope that he doesn't get the Omni boost. Alright, he didn't get it. I think I can take care of the Dodrio with the Octillery. So I am just gonna use the Electrode for the pressure against the Ledian. And now I outspeed and defeat the Espeon. So far so good. So Electrode, a very fast Pokemon with Toxic and Step electric moves. That is very nice in the random battles, I guess. And also my timer is already a bit low, so I shouldn't try to caulk too much at this point, but just attack. So also the T-Bolt here is not a 2-hit, unfortunately. It's actually insane how little damage, or how tanky the Ledian is, better said. So he's gonna take care of me with the Silver Wind. So my best bet actually is Octillery, I guess, at this point. So let's just see if we can Fire Blast this thing. It's a bit dangerous, but my other mons aren't a good answer to the Ledian either. Okay, we are able to take care of it with the Fire Blast. So we can also still try to paralyze the Dodrio if it comes in. Unfortunately, we get a Mewtwo, so Mewtwo is very bad news for me. So I only have special attackers, so I went for the Thunder Wave now. That was lucky. He could have substituted, and I would have been pretty much done at this point. And now I am gonna try to just copy the Mewtwo, honestly. So at least I outspeed. And I should also be able to get the same amount of stat boost. But like the special attacking Psychic mons are really difficult for me to deal. So he has some pretty good answers to my Pokemon. So Mewtwo is very, very bad news for me. So let's see. I am able to transform into the Omastar. So let's just check how much damage a Omastar deals to the Omastar. If the HP Grass is already enough for the one-shot, so it is. So I can try to risk it at this point, or should I rather go for the Sunflora? I am just gonna risk it at this point. So, okay. He brings back in the Mewtwo, but it actually gets damaged decently well. So I am gonna Rain Dance now. He uses Thunderbolts, but I am not paralyzed, and now I'm just gonna press Hydro Pump. He already got a lot of damage from the HP Grass, so 33% without super effective damage is quite much. So that is great for me. And now I hope I can win the speed tie. Fortunately I do, so I am really lucky in this regard. Even if I lost it, I could have stalled the rain, I guess. Because Espeon and Sunflora are not too much of value to me against the Dodrio, and my Octillery should have been able to deal with it. So I'm just gonna press Ice Beam now. The Ice Beam is actually enough to one-hit, so Omastar has some pretty good offensive stats in this regard. And only the speed is really the issue, which you can bypass with the Rain Dance. So yeah, we had a bit of luck, but also the enemy team was very strong. So Dodrio, Mewtwo, also the Ledian did very well against my team. So I think it's a good showing that we managed to beat the opponent with this team. And we will see each other in the next random battle.